Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the CTP Draft Post Show. I'm your host, Coltrane, joined by my co-host, as always, Expert Gaming, and we are here for the post show of the incredible Season 8 draft, the first episode of season 8, and what a night we had. A ton of surprises, cash-ins, amazing triple threat matches. We had amazing draft picks, and now you guys see it. The new era of CTP is fully underway, and I am so excited to get into everything that we will be seeing in the new season. But today we are here to talk about the draft show, of course. I hope you guys, hopefully most of you guys that are here watch the show. There will a spoiler warning in the beginning. You will get the full rosters for AEW, RH, and Collision here tonight. And you will also get matches for the first episodes of AEW, RH, and Collision. We are talking matches, we're talking match cards, power rankings, and I am here with my co-host, Expert Gaming.
Oh, hello, everybody's favorite commentator, of course. Me, myself, and I, Expert Gaming. You can't get rid of me. We're back again. The dynamic duo is in the house. Kobe and Shaq. You know how it is. To talk about some more of the draft. I mean, that was an amazing show, wasn't it? It was great. We
It was
had
great.
Andrade and Joe tear the house down. Joe getting the big win and going Dynamite. We had dogs in the background. Apparently, I don't know how they got in Toronto, but I digress. We had the main event with Kenta and Hangman. We thought it was the main event. Hangman retaining, then immediately getting cashed in on by Big E, who then also lost to Hangman. And at the end of the show, the stare down with Hangman and Roman Reigns on going to Collision. Both of those two, my God, what a night!
Mhm. Indeed, a lot of things set in foundation for AEW, RH, and Collision, as it seems that Roman Reigns might be Hangman's first opponent in the new era for Collision. It seems that Tyler Black might have somebody that's looking at him as well. And we have our main event for RH announced on that same draft show with the TV championship being on the line, which we'll talk about that match a little bit later on in this stream. It's was just an incredible night. And guys, get this, folks. That was actually not the full draft match card. There were actually some things that were cut from that show. Tell them about this one, expert.
My God. Wow, yeah. This draft card, I will say, went through a lot of last minute changes. I will say that. Uh, we were talking about it, I guess, kind of privately. Or watching the show with some people. So like some changes that had to be made for the card for certain reasons. Let me see if I can pick them up real quick. Hold on. So yeah, I mean, I can't put them up on screen right now because this first time I'm streaming with StreamYard, so and then not OBS. So be patient with me. But there are some things like most of the card that you saw was like the card for like a while. Like the 3-way for the CTP championship was always a thing. The trio championship match was technic. I mean, yeah, it was a thing, but it wasn't a thing. We'll talk about that. Dragunov versus Darby was the thing. Joe versus Andrade was a thing. But one thing that did not that did not make the cut was a Casino Battle Royal ladder match to kick off the show. This is the reason why Big E was in the main event, because he was supposed to start off the show in this ladder match. He was going to defend the briefcase in a ladder
Mhm.
match. It was going to be Big E, Carmelo Hayes, Calvin Tankman, Rob Van Dam, Eddie Kingston, Sammy Guevara, Jeff Hardy, and of course, as everybody knows who he is now, Swerve Strickland.
Exactly. That was going to be our opening contest. Massive ladder match, but that didn't make the cutting room floor. A big reason why we didn't do it is because we felt like pacing was the thing that we wanted to focus on for this show, and doing a ladder match and with a lot of those guys was just a tall task, and we were still burnt, like kind of still recovering from WrestleMania and how long of a production that was. 11 months in production, by the way. This was the 11th month it was in, and we were even still getting things for WrestleMania done the month it premiered this month. Fun fact. So that's why we decided to cut out that Casino Battle Royal just to focus on pacing and giving you guys quality, where the show did not drag and you guys everything had a purpose. But it was gonna be a great match. But it just really didn't fit the theme of the night the way that we had going on.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I think some. Well, I can't speak on it because I'm not booking the show. But I think some ROH plans kind of got changed because that ladder match getting cut. But yeah, well, obviously the biggest thing that got changed was Big E being in the main event. Because obviously, if he defended the briefcase and ladder match earlier on in the night, he would not have been in the main event with Hangman and all that stuff. So it would have just been
Yeah,
Hangman versus Kenta. Hangman would have won, and then that would have been it. That would have been the show.
pretty much that would have been it. Yes, some RH plans did get like moved over a little bit because of it being cut because of some of the things that were going to happen in that ladder match, but it really didn't affect us that much. So, you know, at the end of the day, each show will be fine, with or without that ladder match being there. And you got a surprise ending with a cash in that you did not see coming. I mean, because I know if you watch WrestleMania, you were like, okay, we seen Charlotte Flair cash in, so you're thinking that Big E's going to come in at the main event and maybe take the moment from Seth Rollins. I know some people were thinking about it, and that didn't happen. So you were like, okay, what happened? What was going to happen to Big E? Now we're at the draft. He's not here, so I guess the Money in the Bank. I mean, maybe he might turn it into something AEW theme if he goes there, or something with RH if he goes there, because that briefcase is still good for a full year. He still had until August of season 8 to use that briefcase, because like I said, some things were carrying over to AEW, RH, and Collision, and that was going to be one thing that was going to carry over if he did not cash in tonight, in which he did. So
Correct. And another thing we had planned for the draft was actually matches for draft picks.
we did.
Um, we had we had three of them. We had one for the females, one for the males, and one for the tag teams. So the female draft pick match would have been, they all would have been three ways, like I said. So the first three-way would have been Io Sky representing Raw at the time versus Candice LeRae representing, again at the time, NXT versus Michael Belair, who represented at the time SmackDown. And yeah, the winning brand would have gotten the first draft pick for the women, and whatever the equivalent of Collision was at the time. I can't remember who we had booked to win this. Would have won, and then Collision would have gotten the first draft pick for the women. But obviously, we just kept it, the way that it was. Obviously, like you saw on the show. And then for the male draft pick, this was actually so also the main event got changed a little bit. It was going to be Cesaro representing Raw, Kenta representing NXT, who, as you saw, was in the main event, versus representing SmackDown, a guy who everyone's talking about right now. He's in the news. I don't know why. CM Punk. And Kenta, I think, actually, no, Cesaro was going to win this. That's right. Cesaro was going to win this.
Cesaro was going to win.
First draft pick was going to go to Dynamite.
Yep.
He was going to pin CM Punk. He was going to, get the first draft pick for Dynamite. And then for the tag teams, it was the Young Bucks for Raw versus Imperium for NXT versus Lucha Bros for SmackDown.
Yep. I remember that. That was going to be the big match for the tag teams. I think one of the big reasons we cut the Punk one, that triple threat, was because he lost at WrestleMania, if I'm correct. I think that was one of the reasons why that got changed.
I can't get too much into it right now with CM Punk, but no, the reason why we cut all three of them was because we spoke to one of the I guess you could say one of the CTP OGs, and they were like, and we were like, hey, how you feel about these three draft matches, the draft pick matches, because like we're kind of like not really sure about doing them anyway. And he was like, well, that doesn't really make any sense. See, those shouldn't be a thing. You should just cut them. So we did, and in their place we added the well, I also cut on the length of the card a lot, just like the ladder match.
Yeah,
because that would have been like what, around 10 or so matches.
It was when the original draft card was 10 matches. Yes, it was 10
and
matches.
that would have Yeah, that would have made us like have like a 3.5 hour long show, maybe even 4 hours again.
Maybe possibly 4 hours, just like Takeover was.
And yeah, we didn't really want to do that, so we went down from 10 to 6 matches
Yeah,
ultimately.
yeah, and I
Well,
think ultimately that was
technically 8 if we want to include the LA Knight versus Brock Lesnar match, and of course the main event with Hangman versus Big E.
yeah, yeah, but it was still 8, but it was 8 very great paced matches, which is a lot of things, a lot of compliments we've been getting with that was the pacing of the like, and I didn't really like want to do, and I'm glad we talked to that OG of CTP, um, and those matches were cut because I didn't really want to have y'all sit here for 3-4 hours when I knew WrestleMania was going to be about 4 or 5 hours, and originally we had the draft coming. We were going to do like WrestleMania the weekend, then the draft was going to premiere on a Monday originally, and I couldn't imagine you guys watching like WrestleMania night 1, night 2, and then sitting through a 4-hour draft after that. No, that just didn't sound feasible to me at the time. So I was like, nah, we're gonna have to cut some of this stuff, and that's what we did. And it seems like y'all really enjoyed it. So I mean, the job, it was a job well done by the production team, a job well done for the choreography of these matches. The editing was great. And I'm very proud of how this show came out.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I love to see it about season 8 already. I mean, hey, that's just the first show. I mean, we still got the first Dynamite, the first Collision, the first Ring of Honor show, Ring of Honor
Yeah,
TV show. I mean, it's gonna be a wild ride.
yeah, we're just getting started, y'all. This is just the beginning.
Oh yeah,
I
and by the
believe
way,
that was
hello Hornet, hello Jonathan, hello Pierre, hello
Jonathan.
everybody. Welcome on in.
Yeah,
Forgot to say that
hello,
earlier.
hello. Welcome
We're
guys.
explaining a lot.
You guys should see some of your comments show up on the screen. Some of them that we highlight. I
If you
really
have a good
appreciate
one,
that
of
comment.
course, you better have a good comment. If you had a good comment, you will put on the screen.
Exactly.
Or
See how
obviously, or
Jonathan.
if you donate, if you donate, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
That'd be nice
yeah,
too.
you don't donate too. You'll get put on the screen. See how Jonathan comment light up like that? Yeah, you will be highlighted
See,
if you
if you
comment.
donate, if you give a super chat, you first you're guaranteed obviously to be put on the screen, and also if you have a question or whatever, we'll answer the question. We have to answer the question or something like that. You know what I mean? Just things
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah, because we're here. This is the post show. This is your chance to get everything you want answered for season 8. This is what we're here for. All your questions, comments, concerns, what's gonna happen with the championships, and um, maybe like you know, like questions about how free agency will work, all that stuff like that. Just an example can be answered here tonight in this post show because I don't want y'all emailing me when y'all have a chance to ask these questions right now. Don't give me an email. I will answer it right here, right now. Okay, so we got one here. Who was the best draft from each show? We're not actually done talking about each show just yet. We still
oh
have to
yeah,
reveal the rest
that was
of
just
the
the first
roster.
3 rounds. We aren't even close to done.
We're not close at all. So we're about to get right into that right now, folks, as it is time to reveal the full rosters for AEW, ROH, and Collision.
All right, well, we're starting it off, of course, with the one and only, the best brand in pro wrestling that you can see every Wednesday night on this channel. Well, not really. You okay, Faye, brother? Uh, it is All Elite Wrestling presents. It is Dynamite. Look at this. Look at this Dynamite roster. Look at this is just the first few people. My God.
Yeah,
Look at these picks.
I gotta admit something. Chris Jericho, man, he was cooking. He was
Of
cooking, man.
course, he's our esteemed general manager. He's our best general manager in the whole game today. He's wonderful. What a wonderful guy. Well,
Indeed, indeed.
we have 50 men's picks here, of course, for Dynamite, as well as Collision and ROH. So I figured, well, you see the top 4 here for the men. So of course we have going down. We have the Elite, which is AJ Styles, Gallows, and Anderson, the new World Trios champions. We have Tony Storm, and we have shockingly, as far as we know, not an actual Elite member. I know Chris Jericho pulled those strings, but I'm not complaining. Kenny Omega coming to Dynamite with the Elite. And then we have the Dragon Dojo, which is the team of formerly Daniel Bryan, now Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia, and Lee Moriarty. And then number 3, we have former Intercontinental Champion, now former Intercontinental Champion, last ever Intercontinental Champion, the Samoa Submission Machine, who defeated Andrade on the draft in a classic match. Samoa Joe, I'm sure this will be the first we reckoned with on Dynamite. And then pick number 4, we have the man who beat AJ Styles the Cash Race match at WrestleMania Night 1. We have Jon Moxley. So all right, that's a pretty big top 4 call. I mean, my God, that's tough to beat.
Yeah, it is tough to beat. A pretty insane top 4. Probably some of the best wrestlers in the entire world, or your first 4 draft picks for Wednesday Night Dynamite, and it's going to be a very, very interesting thing to see who's at the top of the pecking order in Dynamite. Finn Balor, I wish you the best of luck, son, because you have a tall task ahead of you to see if you can keep that AEW World Heavyweight Championship around your waist.
And by the way, just a reminder, everybody, this is day 289 of the WWE Championship, now AEW World Championship reign of the Prince Finn Balor. Just a reminder.
Yeah, because remember, everything carries over from the previous season. So it is 289 days of this championship reign. When will it end?
Jonathan, to answer another one of your questions, Dynamite, Collision, and ROH will all be on this channel. Nothing is changing. Other thing that is changing is obviously the rosters, as well as what shows are actually airing.
Being presented.
It's just like before Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Now it's Dynamite, Collision, and Ring of Honor.
Yes, everything will be premiered live on this channel every single week in kayfabe. Not every single week actually, because no, can't happen. But we'll try our best. But you will see these shows here. Nothing like it's gonna change with that. That has been the thing I announced in January. You're gonna get these 3 shows in season 8. Same format like we had. Whenever they're done, I will announce a date and we're going to premiere live. That's the format we had in season 7. That's the same format we will have in season number 8. The only time you will see WWE center things on this show from now on will be my mode. Other than that, you will not hear me say Monday Night Raw probably for a good minute, honestly, on this channel or SmackDown, because my mode's not that consistent. So that, because we're moving on from that in the main CTP canon. But now, expert, let's talk about more of these men picks. You're going to reveal the rest of this roster to us, these 50 guys. We got 46 more to go.
Oh yeah, gladly. Well, if you saw the whole CTP draft, you'll know that we know the top 6 for Dynamite, because you see those 4 there. But we also have pick 5, the CTP champion, former Great Heavyweight champion, now CTP champion, carrying over. It is this thug, this criminal known as Darren Tarleton. And then pick number 6 was, again, I don't know why he's in the news recently, Cole. Do you know why? I'm not really sure why he's in the news, but
anyway, I don't know why he's in the big news. He's just going crazy.
The Second City Saint, the voice of the voiceless. Some call him the best in the world. CM Punk, pick 6. And now we're getting into new territory here, folks. This is not before seen. These are all new, exclusively to CTP Draft Post Show. So for Dynamite, pick number 7 for the men is Kevin Owens, formerly known as Kevin Owens. Now he will be known on Dynamite and AEW as Kevin Steen, his old ROH independent wrestling name for coming to WWE in real life. Pick number 7 is the rated R superstar Edge, the Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer, coming to Dynamite. Again, this is a stacked, what is that, top 8 right now? Not even top 10 yet. And then pick number 9? Am I correct? Pick number 9? I'm talking. Pick number 9. We saw him on the draft. Sadly, destroy our megastar, LA Knight. Yeah. Well, through Corey Graves' mouth, he said that he will not speak again until he wins the AEW World Championship. Pick number 9 is the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Pick number 10, this rounds out the top 10, the former NXT World Champion, the man who at WrestleMania, as he says, ended The Undertaker, Aleister Black, now known in AEW as Malachi Black. So there's the top 10 men's pick for Dynamite. That is huge, huge draft picks.
Very huge. They're getting guys that were absolutely destructive last season and guys that are like trying to pick themselves back up. And as in Brock Lesnar, obviously he had the awesome WrestleMania London match, and then he did what he did to LA Knight, which was rightfully deserved because LA Knight, he put the challenge out to anybody in the entire world, so he got what he deserved. And we'll see.
That's debatable.
No, it's pure facts, and I hope that Malachi Black, or whatever you want to call him, I hope that he kicks that head of Finn Balor off just one good time. That's all I need, because in my opinion, the most dangerous person to go after Finn Balor is Malachi Black. Yeah.
I mean, I can't disagree with you, but again, people, that's just the top 10 of Dynamite. Look at the roster. AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe, Jon Moxley, Edge, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Darren Tarleton, Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens, Malachi Black. It's ludicrous. Brock Lesnar is ludicrous, truly. This is why Dynamite is the best roster in pro wrestling right now. Just watch. Just wait and see.
Yeah. That's still a little debatable, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, now we get into the rest of the picks. That's top 10. Now we're going into top 20, with pick number 11 being formerly, I guess he could still be on Dynamite, the face that runs the place, the franchise, the 15-time world champion, the man who you cannot see, John Cena, coming to Dynamite. And then we have pick number 12. Dynamite is going to be Absolute, with one of the hottest young stars in the business today, Absolute, Ricky Starks. And then pick number 13, a man who got a win at WrestleMania Night 2 over actually Kevin Steen, his former best friend, Sami Zayn. So I wonder if that'll, maybe we'll get some more of that rivalry. We'll see. And then pick number 14, I believe. He swerves when he drives. Do you swerve when you drive, Cole?
I do kind of swerve when I'm driving, when I'm making a turn, trying to turn at a red light or something.
Well, this man swerves when he drives all the time, because pick number 14 is the realist, Swerve Strickland.
Whose house?
Swerve's house. Exactly. There you go. You got it. And then pick number 15, we have the man who is the runner-up, or I guess co-winner of the Royal Rumble, sorry, and a man who almost won the World Heavyweight Championship at the main event of WrestleMania Night 2, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy, coming to Dynamite. So we got Rollins or Tyler Black on ROH, Cody on Collision, and now Jeff Hardy on AEW Dynamite. That's pretty big. The WrestleMania main event already split up. That's huge.
Yeah, that is massive.
And then we have pick number 16. We have this guy. He has not debuted at CTP yet, but I'm sure he's going to be a big deal. If you don't know who he is, I suggest you figure it out real fast, because he's going to be a big deal on Dynamite. Pick number 16. He is the bounty hunter, Brian Keith. And then pick number 17. He's a former WWE Cruiserweight champion. Former member of Undisputed Era. He is the man who lost to WrestleMania to Kyle O'Reilly at Night 2. He is the Messiah of the Backbreaker, Roderick Strong. And then we have pick number 18, one half of the WrestleMania Night 1 main event. I mean, it's probably looking for revenge on the Elite after how that match ended. Pick number 18 is Karrion Kross. So that's a real big pick coming in Dynamite. Huge pick.
Oh, good luck.
And then we have pick 19, again, another young up-and-coming star in pro wrestling. We have the Japanese supernova, not Noam Dar, and Konosuke Takeshita, the Bear Supernova, of course. And then we have Pick number 20, riding out a top 20 here on Dynamite. We have the new Cruiserweight Champion of WWE. That's ever Cruiserweight Champion in WWE. We have the Violent Artist in Kyle O'Reilly. So there's top 20 picks for Dynamite for the men's. That is, again, stacked roster. Absolutely stacked roster.
Absolutely. And with Karrion Kross and Finn Balor being on the same brand again, do not expect Karrion Kross to wait to get his revenge. I know that he's chopping at the bit to potentially get an AEW World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, which he rightfully deserves after that main event of WrestleMania and being screwed out of it. He was just seconds away from finally putting down Finn Balor, but the unfortunate thing happened, which is purely disgusting by Finn Balor.
It was a wonderful thing, actually. I don't know who that guy was underneath that mask, but he did a great thing. He did a great service track of
every time that Finn Balor's about to lose, he pulls one out of his what and hires somebody. I know
somebody.
Listen, so you're defending that mask man, huh?
I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. He doesn't know who he doesn't know who it was. Nobody knows. Nobody in the league knows who it was. Nobody knows who it was. It's probably just it's probably just some fan.
Bull crap on that. I call bull crap.
It was probably just some fan. Helping out their wrestler Finn Balor. No. Probably just some fan helping out their favorite wrestler.
Who the hell?
He hopped the barricade. He sold the WWE Championship, and maybe he should have done that probably. But hey, Finn Balor doesn't mind. He retained the championship, didn't he? He doesn't care. He doesn't care who did it. He doesn't care who did what to whoever. He was on top as WWE, now AEW World Champion.
You're just ridiculous. You know that every time Finn Balor does something, you just have a lame excuse to back it up.
Oh, come on, just too sweet me. Come on, just too sweet me.
I'm not too sweet you. Call the damn rest of the damn roster. We have a job to do. Come on. Call the rest.
All right, fine. All right, going into the top 30 now for Dynamite. Pick 21. We saw one of these three men in the main event against Hangman Page. Not actually the Money Bank briefcase successfully. It is Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods of the New Day going Dynamite. Of course, New Day have a big history with the Elite. If you know, you know. Pick 22 for Dynamite. Now, this is a huge draft pick. Again, talking about the young guys like Takeshita and Brian Keith and so on the roster. This is another huge young draft pick for Dynamite because pick number 22 is, well, he's better than you, and you know it, Cole. It is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. And then pick 23, again, sticking with the young guys, we have a man who won at WrestleMania against Apollo Crews. He got that dog in him. Pick 22 is, or pick 23, is Braun Breaker. And then pick 24, again, kind of sticking with the younger kind of vibe we're going on here. It's more of a high flyer on the roster. Will fit in, I'm sure, with some of the other ones like Kyle O'Reilly and Takeshita and so on. We have Kushida going to Dynamite. And then we move on to pick 25, as it is the dangerous trio of, I'm sure you know him, Chris Danger, Creepy, and Lorenzo Sampson, the former Great Heavyweight Champion, known as Purgatory. I'm sure that's going to be a big threat, especially for Darren Tarleton on Dynamite whenever Sampson makes his return, if he makes his return anyway. As pick number, actually, did I pick 20? No, I'm right. 25. Okay. Pick 26. We have the instant classic, Captain Charisma. I'm sure Edge will be very happy seeing this one. Christian Cage going to Dynamite. And then pick 27, former WWE Heritage Champion on SmackDown, lost by the Darby Allin at WrestleMania Night 1. Pick 27 is Buddy Murphy, now known as Buddy Matthews. Pick 28. Again, if I messed up my numbers, please remind me. I'm getting flustered. You know, it's a big spotlight. Come on, leave me alone. Pick 28. We have the Animal, the former owner of Animal Coin, the former big money man himself, David Batista. Yeah, I say his full name, Cole. David. And then pick
what?
Yes, David Batista. Get it right. And then pick 29.
No, it's just Batista.
No, it's David Batista. Trust me.
No, just
He's
pick,
the
just
big.
pick.
He's the former owner of Animal Coin, which not by the way, it's not a scam. But sadly, Monty Brown took all of it at Takeover and made the poor man Batista broke. What a criminal Monty Brown is. Anyway, moving on. Pick 29 for Dynamite is again another big time, big young star, the aerial assassin Will Ospreay. And then rounding out the top 30 for Dynamite, pick number 30. He is a bastard. He is Pac. So that's the top 30 picks for the men for Dynamite so far. And again, this roster somehow gets even better and better as we go on. Well, come on, what's going on, Cole? Where do you guys have our ROH Collision? What's happening?
We haven't went yet, sir. Come on.
Well, no, come on, Donovan. That's a little disrespectful. Finn Balor should get beat by who? And also, who can beat Finn Balor? Nobody can. He held the belt for almost 200 days. Nobody gonna be able to beat him. Come on.
We
He's
have a
not gonna hold
question.
up for a reason. He's the prince. Oh yes, I did see that. I think we'll do that after we get on with the top 50 men's picks.
Yeah, once we do the 50 men's picks, Wrestling Historian TV, thank you for the donation. We will answer your question after that. Continue on, Mr. Gaming.
All right, pick 31 for Dynamite is Heavyweight Hustle. He is Calvin Tankman. Pick 32 is an 18-year-old sensation. He is Nick Wayne. Pick 33. Oh, God. Oh, brother. You seeing this, Cole? Do you see this on the sheet? Do I have to say this man's name?
You do have to say his name.
Why does it have to be me?
Say his
Fine.
name. Say it.
Pick 33 is the criminal himself, the alpha male, as they want to call him, Monty Brown.
Why do you call everyone criminals that you don't like?
Because he stole the man Batista's money at Takeover. He stole it.
No, it's not. It's not his fault that Batista wanted to bet his life savings into Animal Coin, and then when he lost all his damn money. Now he's broke.
Oh my God, this is horrible. Pick
His
34.
his music should never flopped.
Whatever. Pick 34. This is a way better pick than Monty Brown. Pick 34 is the powerhouse, Will Hobbs, a.k.a., of course, some of you, Powerhouse Hobbs. But me and him are on a first-name basis. Big Willie. Pick 35, the man who should have been Darren Charlton for the championship back at TakeOver. But, of course, he's too much allergic to get the job done. It's a piece of trash. Can't believe I ever believed in him. Pick 35 is R.J. Miles. Pick 36 is Prince Pretty himself, the king of Cuteville, Tyler Breeze. Pick 37, we saw Kenny Omega actually leave earlier on in the draft, and Hangman retain the championship over Kenta. Pick 37 is the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi. Pick 38 is Tomohiro Ishii from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Speaking of New Japan Pro Wrestling, pick 39 is the ace of New Japan, Tanahashi. Pick 40, again, with New Japan, one of the all-time greatest junior heavyweights of all time, Jushin Thunder Liger, coming to Dynamite. And, that's top 40. So, yeah, I mean, that's, again, strength to strength. Dynamite now bringing in some international talent from over in Japan. I mean, come on. The best show in AEW right now, by far.
Indeed, it looks like Dynamite is coming here to stay, and we will see how that will fare. Honestly, Finn Balor. Oh man, Darren Talton. Good luck. That's all I would say. I wish you fellas the best of luck. You got a tall task ahead of you this season, man. Tall task ahead of you. Now let's wrap up the top 50 for the men, and then we will answer the Wrestling Historian's question after that.
All right, so the last 10 here. We have pick 41, Bandito. Pick 42, oh, God. The man formerly known as Dino Man, now known as Damian Miles going to Dynamite. My God. Wednesday nights have just got even better. Pick 43, we have Carmella Young, also known to some of you. I don't know if you know this guy. Known to some of you out there as Gresh. Pick 44, Shelton Benjamin. Pick 45, Tyson Kidd. Pick 46, Anthony Henry. Pick 47, Titus O'Neil. Ura. Do the thing, Cole. Come on. Do the thing.
Over.
There you go. Pick 48, Cola's boy himself, PJ Showtime.
Get it right. It's PJ Showtime. Thank you.
Oh, my God. Give me a break. Pick 49, Cameron Grimes. And then pick 50, the Don, Tony D'Angelo. What a pick. What a final pick for Dynamite. And that's the top 50 men's picks for Dynamite. My God, what a roster.
Did Chris Jericho actually do his nostalgia and actually pick freaking Tony D'Angelo for the last pick?
What
What
are
is
you talking
Jericho
about?
on?
Nostalgia.
Yes, it's nostalgia.
He's a rookie. What do you mean nostalgia? He's not even old. What are you
I think
talking
that he's
about?
I think that he's kind of old with that one.
Do you know how old the man is? Take a guess.
He's he's like past his prime.
Past his, he barely wrestled for a year. What do you mean past his prime?
He's like 30, 32, 33. You know?
Oh my God, give me a break. Give me a break. Anyway, we gotta move on here. We have a question. We have a first super chat of
Indeed.
I think ever actually. First super chat.
No.
We made history tonight, folks.
Pierre had, he did super chats too one time.
Oh, that's true. Wait a minute, Dynamite will get cooked. All right, Jonathan, listen, pal. I know what you're talking about. Dynamite better.
All right.
Anyway, first
Shout outs
super chat of the
to
night.
the Wrestle Historian here for the $2 donation. We really appreciate it.
All right, clap it up.
We'll
The Wrestle Historian.
clap it up, man. Clap it up. We appreciate that. We love to see it. Will each
$2
show have
donation.
its own pay-per-view or share pay-per-views? So, each show will have their own set of pay-per-views with their own specific pay-per-view calendar. AEW will follow the similar AEW format that is in real life, but a little different because we're not moving to monthly pay-per-views for AEW. No, sir. We're gonna do every other month AEW show pay-per-views. So, for example, in May, I guess I can tell you guys this because you don't know what the name of the pay-per-view is, but an example being in May, AEW Dynamite will host its first pay-per-view of season 8. Then you will not see a Dynamite pay-per-view until July. Then after that, you will not see Dynamite pay-per-view until September, etc. So every other month you will see a Dynamite pay-per-view. The months that you will not see a Dynamite pay-per-view, you will see a Collision pay-per-view. Collision has its own set of pay-per-views as well. The first pay-per-view for Collision will be in June. The next pay-per-view will be in August, etc. The only brand, because they're very unique, and we gotta make things different around here. That will have pay-per-views every single month will be Ring of Honor. Every single month of season 8, you will have a Ring of Honor pay-per-view premiere live. So you'll have your first one in May, June, July, etc. Um, at the end of the season, I believe we still have not discussed this yet, but this will be announced. I believe we're going to have one shared pay-per-view to close out the season, but I can't promise that. I do not know if that is still happening or not. I will let you guys know. Well, you will find out if that show is still going on. There was discussions about having a season finale instead of just having each show have their own separate season finales. We were going to have a season finale, a big season finale at the end. But I need to get with the bookers, and we will decide if that is still going to happen or not. Our version of WrestleMania for the AEW and ROH shows. We still haven't got those details planned yet, but we will keep you guys updated into 2024 or 2025 eventually when that
Oh
show
no, don't do that. Don't do that.
premieres. I I mean, we gotta be realistic, man.
Oh, come on.
Look, hopefully season 8 ends in 2025. 2024. Let's hope. But we'll keep you guys updated with the at the pace that we're going right now. Probably at the end of 2024.
By the way, just let everybody know,
absolutely cooking.
When season 7 started, by the way, which is 3 years ago, Cole was still middle aged. He is now an elder. So there you go.
I am not that old, but yes, when season 7 started, I was a high school child. Now with season 8, I am nearly a college senior. That's how long
So yeah,
time
elder.
has gone. It's not elderly. Not even. I'm not
I
even.
can't wait for
I'm
Ring
not.
of Honor.
Not even.
Listen, Jonathan. All right, you're a Dynamite hater. You're a Dynamite hater. I see how it is.
He,
The Elite will get you.
he said Chris Jericho didn't do a great job on the roster. Oh
I'm making the call right now
man.
to Finn Balor, Jonathan. I'm making the call right now to Finn Balor and the Elite.
And,
They're coming.
and he
They're coming
hasn't
for
even
you.
seen a good speck of the Ring of Honor and Collision rosters, and he's saying that.
What? Now, what is this? What is wrong with you people tonight, huh? What is wrong with you people? I see how it is.
They clowning you tonight.
Yeah, we're moving on. We're moving on. All right. Right now, we run through this, do these women's picks and tag team picks because we only have 18 women's picks for Dynamite.
Yep.
So we have the top three, of course. Here we have Mercedes Moné returning to AEW, returning to CTP, Candice LeRae, and Bayley. And then pick 4 is Dakota Kai, now known as King Coda. Pick 5 is Jamie Hayter. Pick 6 is Hikaru Shida. Pick 7 is Roxanne Perez. Pick 8 is Miyu Yamashita. Pick 9 is Ruby Soho. Pick 10 is Paige, now known as Soraya. Pick 11 is Kairi Sane. Pick 12 is Saray. Pick 13 is Willow Nightingale. Pick 14 is Liv Morgan. Pick 15 is Mickey James. Pick 16 is Allie Cash. Pick 17 is Kira Hogan. And pick 18 is Deonna Purrazzo. Obviously, Tony Storm is also on the roster as part of the Elite, but she wasn't, obviously, included in the women's selection because she's already drafted.
Indeed.
So that's the top 18 women for Dynamite.
Wow. What a women's roster, man. Charlotte Flair got her work cut out for him. And this is actually the first time in about 3.5 seasons that Charlotte, Bayley, and Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, is on the same brand. It's been 3 years since all 3 of them have been on the same brand. And that brand was Monday Night Raw. Fun fact. So
the best brand, of course, until the end.
Until the end. We will see how they fare here in season 8 being on the same brand. Unfortunately, Becky Lynch will not be joining them because she's a RH girl. So
have fun
no
with that.
4 horsewomen on the same
ROH
brand.
going to the big time. Wonderful.
Big time. I know. I'm not that excited.
We have the top 10 tag teams for Dynamite. So you see the top 3 here, the tag team champions, DIY, Gargano and Ciampa, the Acclaimed and the Lucha Bros. And then pick 4 is Aussie Open. Pick 5 was London and Kidman. Pick 6 was the Best Friends. Pick 7 was the Gun Club, the Guns. Pick 8 is the Hybrid 2. Pick 9 is 2.0. And pick 10 is Private Party. Also on the roster, of course, Gallows and Anderson, the tag team, and the Young Bucks.
Yeah, the Gallows and Anderson that got beaten up by Eddie Kingston. How you let one person beat you up?
And the World Trios champions now. Who cares?
yeah, they're going to be trio champions probably for like a week or 2 because they're going to break up and their egos are going to get out of control.
Oh my God! Give me a break. Give me a break.
You already know that. Let me tell you something. You already know what's going to happen is Finn Balor is going to go on a power trip. He's going to go on an ego trip whenever everything comes crashing down. I already see the cracks in the surface. I already see them.
I don't know what I'm really talking about. This is all false accusations. These are all false.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think of the Dynamite rosters? I'm very, very excited about that one. We're now going to move on. Don't want to keep you guys here all night. We're going to keep going. Now it is time to talk about. We're going to go in order. Ring of Honor, the show on Thursdays. Ring of Honor, Pro Wrestling CTP version of Ring of Honor. Oh man. That's that brand right there. People call it the young. J&W said in the intro to the draft, the new generation. This is what I feel about Ring of Honor. You have a mix of veteran CTP stars, and you have the new generation right here with all these young, up and coming, amazing talents, which I am so ready for you guys to see. Where I'm not going to waste any of your time. Let's get into the top 10 for the men, and I'm going to let Expert Gaming give his thoughts as we go because he likes to do that sometimes. Here we go. Obviously, you guys seen on the draft show, the Rascals were the number one pick for Ring of Honor. It was absolutely incredible to see what a season that they had last season, breaking out, being those amazing stars that I knew that they can be here, and now they're here. They're ready to go. I'm excited to see what they do. Kenny King, speaking of breaking out, he was number 2, and that's egomaniac Jay White.
The greatest of all time.
No, no, don't do this. Don't do this tonight. I don't want to hear it. That man that stole, I'm still on that accusation, by the way. Stole the money in the bank briefcase, because he did. Okay. Y'all were there. The footage was there. He stole the money in the bank briefcase. I'm gonna prove it one day. I'm gonna prove it. One day I will prove it, y'all. He stole it. He is our number 3 pick. Number 4, we have the Regal Coalition. we got Rhea Regal and his clan are joining Ring of Honor. I believe they have in that group Charlie Dempsey and who's the other guy? Um,
Nathan Frazier. Come on, I'll get it
Nathan
right.
Nathan Frazier with the weird hair. I'm hoping in season 8 he cuts that hair, because it looked very, very not good at WrestleMania. We have Andrade with being the 5th pick. What a absolutely incredible performance at the CTP draft from Andrade. Oh man, he killed it with Andrade El Igolo. Let me get it right, because I know somebody's going to correct me. He killed it with Samoa Joe. We have the entirety of Imperium for number 6. We have Kazuchika Okada, number 7. One of the best wrestlers in the entire world is ROH bound. I am excited to see what he does. Number 8, we have Ricochet. Number 9, Apollo Cruz. And number 10, The Hurt Business. See, Ring of Honor doing the thing. They're doing the thing. Ain't that right, expert? Ain't that right?
Yeah, they're doing all right. I think Dynamite's still better though. But
Yeah.
I will admit, I've been trying to bring it up in the live chat. Okada on ROH is, I will say, it's a big deal. It is a big deal, massive deal for ROH. Big draft pick. I'll give them that.
Tyler Black and Okada on the same show. Like, think about that. That's great.
I mean, yeah. I mean, also, you got Carmelo Hayes there as well. I mean, I would say the main event scene is pretty stacked. I'll give them that.
Indeed. Moving on, we have, as he said, Carmelo Hayes. We've seen him on the CTP draft. He will be facing Chris Bay for the vacant ROH TV championship in the main event of the first ever ROH show. We have number 12, PJ Black. PJ Black and Kenny King are on the same brand for the second season in a row. And based on how that match at NXT TakeOver London ended, I don't think they're done yet. We'll see how that one goes. Number 13, he made his incredible return on the draft show. The super number 11, Noam Dar, is
Oh, brother.
ROH
Oh, brother.
bound.
Well, you know what? I got a better turn for you than Noam Dar. What was
Who's
he calling
that?
now? Supernova 11? Oh, my
Supernova
God.
11, yeah.
We got Zyle in the building. He is back. Hello, Zyle. What's
Hey,
going on?
what's good, man? We missed you. How you doing, man? It's so good to see you again. Number 14, we have Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy's there.
Oh, cry me a river.
Oh, what are you so upset about?
He's a Nepo baby. He would even be here if it wasn't for his dad. Move on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He,
Number
he, he just like Cody
15.
Rhodes.
LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'm talking about the megastar.
Finally, someone you like.
Say it with me.
Yeah. Number 16, we have Sandy. All of Sandy. It's so great to see them again. Number 17, Damian Priest. Number 18, Dominic Dijakovic. I said it right this time. Number 19, Jonathan Gresham. I'm sorry,
Oh,
guys.
no, you're doing so well. Yeah, come on, the octopus. You gotta get it right.
Dude, it's been a long night. Jonathan Gresham, number 19. I mean, come on, man. I called an entire show. Cut me some slack. Number 20, we have Bronson Reed to round out our top
Ooh,
20
the dangerous alliance split
for
up, huh? Because Baszler went to Collision, Bronson Reed on ROH. Where's Paul Heyman gonna go? That's the question.
that is the question. Where the hell is Paul Heyman going to go? That's a question that we need to answer, and hopefully we get answers for. Number 21, we have the faction The Light. An expert can explain who is in that faction for you.
Well, yeah, well, it's Mustafa Ali's cult he assembled on Monday Night Raw. Before that, obviously, got shut down and everything. It is Ali and his two monsters. We've got Omos, the Nigerian giant, and we've got Madman Fulton, formerly known as Soldier Fulton, Insanity, former Insanity member. So, yeah, two big monsters, and Mustafa Ali probably caused some chaos on SmackDown. Also, Sandy on the same show. I mean, SmackDown, ROH. On the same show with Sandy as well. Oh my God, that's
Oh
a
my lord.
that's a danger to the whole roster.
Indeed. And number 22 is Rusev. He is number 20.
Ooh,
What a pickup
okay,
that is, man.
okay. Miro, huh? Interesting. Okay, okay. Former
Miro
Intercontinental
and
Champion.
Jay White are on the same brand again. My oh my. Number 23. Let's get it cracking, boys. It is Dwayne Frost, man. I am so excited about this one. That one is probably going to be the sleeper pick of this entire draft, in my opinion. Number 24 is Juice Robertson. Number 25 for RH is Oni Lorkin. 26, I already talked about him, Chris Bay. He will be facing Carmelo Hayes in the main event of Ring of Honor, episode 1. We have 27 is Leon Ruff. 28 is Leo Rush. Number 29 is Evan Bourne. He is going by Evan Bourne in RH. He's not going by his AEW name. He's going by Evan Bourne. Very interesting. And finally, number 30 is Matt Hardy, who we still have not seen since that disgusting Seth Rollins planted
That
his
was
head in
wonderful. That was wonderful. What a wonderful moment.
almost over a year ago. Matt Hardy still has not been seen or heard from, but
Wonderful moment.
he is at home recovering. It was
So
not
that's the
wonderful.
top 30, correct? For the Ring
It
of
is
Honor
top
men's
30.
picks. Well,
Yes.
real quick, we got to say hello to the man who designed our CTP draft roster. Creeps in the building. What's going on?
Oh man, hello creeps, man. Thank you so much for all of your hard work.
Hey,
I
roster. I
just
meant
want to
logo. Not he didn't design the roster. He's hiding the logo. Jeez.
design that logo. I just want to say I really, really appreciate you so much. And I will be in touch because I want a brand new CTP logo for 2024 because some of our members do not like our current logo right now. So I will be redesigning our logo for 2024 and I will be in touch with you. You did a great job on the CTP draft logo, and now I want you to make me a official bad like amazing CTP logo. So I will be in your DMs very, very soon to talk about that. I do have this thing from JJ. He said the what Frost. So I know some of you guys are new to the channel, and I want to explain. We in CTP we have what you call calls. I know some of you guys don't know what calls are, but we have calls in our series that are made by some of our fans and are showcased here in the series. So Dwayne Frost is a call made by J&W Boss, who is a former CTP. He's a CTP alumni. He still does work for us. He still does edits for us. If you guys seen the WrestleMania intro and the CTP draft intro, that was done by J&W Boss. He also has his own channel where he does WWE Undisputed, ACW, and TNA as his brands of Universe Mode. Dwayne Frost was made by him. You guys seen Darren Talton. Darren Talton was made by Super Kick Gaming, who is a booker for CTP. He's our writer for AEW and one of our producers. Another name that you heard was the Damian Miles. That's also calls. So we showcase calls just like our real wrestlers here, and we treat them the same way as wrestlers. There will be more calls that will be drafted in this draft and also be showcased later on in season 8. If you guys have a call that you guys want in the series, we are still taking signees for our call division here. What's going to be different for the call division is they will no longer be exclusive to a certain championship. With the rebranding of the CTP championship, that means that anybody can go after the CTP title. You will see what I mean whenever we talk about the AEW Dynamite match card. But that is for everybody that is new. I know that some of you guys are coming from other universe mode channels that don't showcase calls like that, like actual creator wrestlers. So I wanted to break that down for you guys in case you were confused as to what I'm talking about when I say this is Dwayne Frost, Damian Miles, Darren Talton. These are create a wrestlers that are
Right.
made by
Yeah. And
CTP
and
fans.
again, for another example, I guess, like Nate Shields also a call by JW Boss. So you saw him in WrestleMania against Darren Tarleton for the
Mm-hmm.
championship. Uh Lorenzo Sampson, my call, he's an ACW JW show. His call show, exclusively call show, as well as obviously CTP. Creepy, of course, Creeps his call. If you ever watched FAM, the recent shows, he's been on there.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Chris Danger. Everyone knows who Chris Danger is. Dank Opson.
Yes,
Everybody knows that. He's an actual wrestler now, which is pretty cool.
this is
But yeah,
absolutely amazing. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. We've had calls in the series for about 4 seasons. Well, actually, the entire series we've always had calls in there, but it really got popular whenever we got to YouTube, and now it's taking off. You guys are absolutely loving the calls, and we love showcasing them. I think call wrestling is absolutely amazing, and we will continue to showcase those things. And I know that there's an audience for it because we've gained a lot of fans from our calls. So trust the process. If you don't know who these guys are, I promise you, we have some of the best people writing these shows. You will know. You will have, and they will have characters. They will have motivations. They won't just be there with these flashy interests and just doing this and doing that with no purpose behind it. Everything will make sense. That is what we do here. Just wanted to put that out there to the masses. But now let's continue on with the rest of the men's picks, and then we'll get into the women and the tag teams for ROH. So continuing on where we last left off, pick number 31 is Darby Allin. 32 is KJ Jones, who is another call. He had a rough season 7, so we'll see how he does in season 8. But he did rebound towards the end before he got injured by Samuel Lewis and has not been seen since. So we'll see what's next for KJ Jones. 33 is Chris Crossburn, another card we were talking about. Absolutely incredible season in NXT. I cannot wait to see what he does here in ROH. 34 was Nate Shields. 35 was Tony Nese. 36 was Rush. 37 is
Roosh, but yes.
Roosh. Well, I'm sorry, Roosh. Sorry, I gotta get my names right. 37 is John Morrison. I don't know. He hasn't talked to me about if he's gonna have a Johnny RH nickname or something. I'm still talking to John Morrison. He hasn't said anything. He just said call him John Morrison for now. 38 is the Icon Sting. He is still going strong here in CTP. Still going. What a pickup that is. 39 is Shane Thorne. 40. I don't know. Okay, there were like a little mistake here. Because I see 2 cost names twice. That's my bad. Curtis Axel was our next pick. Gabe Keith, Orange Cassidy, Coltrane Jr. AIE, that's my son.
Now hold on, wait a minute. Now I don't know
Son.
how I know about this. Seems a little fishy to me, Cole. I'm not sure about this one.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Seems a little fishy.
This
He's
seems a
my
little
son.
fishy. I don't know. This is a little fishy. Why does he have a job here? Is he a good wrestler?
Yes,
Why does he
he's
have a job here?
absolutely incredible wrestler, and he has been wrestling the entirety of this company. Okay, ever since I
Is he
saved.
in? Do you have an independent career, or are you just straight up WWE?
Yes, he
Well,
was
at
personally
time
trained
WWE.
because I saved WWE from going bankrupt 10 years ago. Okay, and ever since that
Mm-hmm.
happened, he was training, and he has been here every single season. Okay,
So what
thank
you're
you.
telling me is you hired him because he's your son, and that's it.
No, I didn't hire him. Vince McMahon had to hire him. Okay, he got
By the
hired
way,
by Vince
Hornet,
McMahon.
real quick, enough about Coltrane Jr. Shane Thorne, I guess, as of right now, yes, but he was a part of a faction with Randy Orton and Big Cass on SmackDown, but we don't know where either of those two are going yet. So we'll see how if that faction is, still intact by the end of the draft.
Yeah. We don't know where those two are going. You'll find out in a few moments' time. Enough about Coltrane Jr. Our next pick was Tyler Phillip, Grayson Waller. Ugh, that's expert's favorite right there.
That's wonderful. The Grayson Waller effect going to ROH. This is great. He gives ROH that Grayson Waller rub. Uh-oh. Oh no, folks! I think my Grayson Waller fandom has uh has eliminated
Hey,
the
hey,
Coltrane here. Oh, there
oh,
he
hold
is.
on. Hey,
Oh,
can you guys hear me?
I
I'm
was
sorry.
gonna. Oh wow, I wish I did. I'd love to
No,
do the
no,
whole show to talk about Grayson Waller.
I don't know why Toronto has these doggone dogs in where we're doing the post show. I'm trying to get security back here. I don't know what's going on. Um, Eric Rowan was our next pick. Bad Bunny is coming to RH. That's gonna be great. I'm so excited. And then finally we have Ridge Holland. What what a stacked men's division it is for RH. You love to see it, don't you? No, don't you? Don't you? Huh? Hi, expert. You love
Yeah,
to
I
see
mean,
it.
I guess this it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll admit that. It's a pretty good division. There's some heavy hitters in there. Like I mean, again, Okada still got me a little shook. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you know what? Fine. You know what? Just continue on with the women. All right, and the tag teams. You know what? I'll let you have your fun. All right. I'll be back once the ROH roster is fully revealed. All right. I'll be back for Collision.
Okay. All right. Continuing on, ladies and gentlemen, with the women of RH and the tag teams of RH. We have our first pick obviously was Bianca Belair, one of the hottest stars today going. Our second pick was Athena, and third was Jade Cargill, rounding up our top three. Number four was Jordan Grace. Number five was Chris Statlander. Number six, Tegan Knox. Number seven is Naomi. Number eight is the faction called the Inspiration. You guys will find out who they are on ROH television. I don't want to actually reveal the members of that because we have shaken things up a bit on them. But they were drafted by me. All members were drafted by me. Were drafted by RH. I'm sorry. Number nine was Shotzi Blackheart. Number 10, Awesome Kong. Number 11, Killer Kelly. Number 12, Alexa Bliss. Number 13, Tamina. Number 14, Sarah Logan is RH bound. Number, hold on, I gotta find. Hold on, we got it. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. My doc is acting up. But yes, John Moxley had got drafted, JJ. He was in the he's on AEW. My thingy got messed up. Hold on. This doggone thing. Uh where did I stop at? I apologies. Okay. 13, Sarah Logan, I said her. 14, Tamina. 15 is Lita for the women. Number 16 is well, I said Selena a little too early. 17 is Scarlett. So Scarlett is um on ROH, which means she will not be with Karrion Cross. Cross is going to be on his own on Dynamite. So we'll see how Karrion Cross fares being alone for the first time ever in CTP. Scarlett is not on the same brand as Cross. Number 18 is Mandy Rose. Number 19 is Thunder Rosa. Number 20 is Red Velvet. 21 is Abandon. 22 is Brick Breaker. Dr. Brick Breaker. Gotta make sure I get it right. 23 is Mercedes Martinez. 24 is Leva Bates. And 25 was Penelope Ford. This is the ROH Women's Division. A very, very interesting women's division. Like I said, we're focused more on the younger generation. That is our goal here for this time for RH and CTP. So hopefully you guys enjoy that one. Let me know you guys. Uh, yeah, that's what I said. Brick Baker. I that's exactly what I said, Mr. Dino Man. I mean, Mr. Hornet Killer. Getting y'all names wrong. I said it right. I know I said it right. Hope you guys are excited about that one. Now we're gonna get into Ring of Honor tag teams. If I can find the notes. Where love how I just love how they do that to me at the end. So we don't, like I said, we didn't have that many tag teams for each brand. Each tag teams were different, different amount of picks or whatever. Because some brands backed out early, some didn't during our draft. Um, we have number 1, Los Lutharios, as you guys see on the screen. Doomsday was number 2, which is the most accomplished group and most dominant tag team in CTP history. For context, ladies and gentlemen, Doomsday is the only team in CTP history to hold the tag team championships for 1,000 days. They're dominant. And now they're on RH, and we'll see what they do for the RH Tag Team Championships. I'm letting you guys know now the RH Tag Team Championships is vacant. This was a decision by the ROH General Manager, Mr. Rockstar Spud. He wanted majority of the championships outside of Tyler Black and Becky Lynch to be vacant because he wants to do something that's not going to be done for the other shows and crown majority of our first champions on our first ever ROH pay-per-view in the CTP series. So just letting you guys know that there's currently no tag team champions right now for ROH. There's also no pure champion. There's also there's only a women's champion and world champion right now. Every other title right now is up for grabs, and you will see how those titles will be crowned in the next few weeks of ROH television. You will know that the first championship will be crowned on the first show. The TV title will be crowned in our main event of the first show that I already announced already. Okay, Los Lutharios, like I said, I already said those. Number 5 was Proud and Powerful. Lucha House Party is number 6. Number 7 was the Maximo Male Models. Number 8 was the Creed Brothers. Number 9 was Hit Row. And number 10, the Dark Order, to round out our separate tag teams for our tag team division. Obviously, that Hit Row does not include it's just regular Hit Row. Nobody else special was in Hit Row because they've already been taken in previous rounds.
So what
There
you're
you
trying
go.
to tell me is here, okay? Y'all get rid of me. Y'all come my feed. It's not happening, Cole. You can't get rid of me ever.
I was trying to.
What you're trying to tell me is that the Dangerous Alliance is currently, well, I guess more so on ROH with the Creed Brothers and Bronson Reed, while Shayna Baszler is on Collision by herself currently.
Yes, correct. They're all split up because half of them are on RH, other half is not. Crazy times. Crazy times. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to get into the final bit of the roster here. And we're going to be doing AEW Collision, which I will be naming the names for AEW Collision as well, folks. Let me know. Let me know who's your favorite on each brand so far. guys. I really want to know what you guys think of these rosters. So let's get into the men's first round of first top 10 of Collision. Um, whenever that gets pulled up. All right. So Saturday Night Collision, brand new show here. Our first ever CTP show that will be hosted on Saturdays. Um, and I guess I can tell you guys how it will work. In the kayfabe world, whenever there is a pay-per-view week, Collision will be um will be filmed on a Friday during pay-per-view weeks. It will not be filmed. It will not be televised on Saturdays. It will be televised on Fridays only during pay-per-view weeks when there is a pay-per-view for AEW Collision itself or ROH. Because how the pay-per-view schedule will work is all of the AEW and Collision premium live events will be on Sundays, and all of the ROH premium live events will be on Saturdays. So that is why Collision will be taped in aka live on Fridays only during the pay-per-view um weeks. That's the kayfabe explanation as to how we're gonna do that during pay-per-view weeks. Um, but that's enough about that and kayfabe and all that fun things. Let's get into the rosters. So, as you've seen on the draft, our top three was banished. That pathetic group. Man, they
Wonderful group.
yeah. It's not wonderful. I don't even want to say who's in this damn group. Just tell them the damn names.
Me? Why can't you tell him? Anyway, we have, I guess, not the new leader of Banish because Tyler Black and Becky Lynch are now in ROH. A Town Down, the one and only, the here and the now, the future of now, I guess, AEW, Austin Theory. We have the North, and we have Indy Hartwell as a part of Banished.
Oh boy. So I mean, they lost their leader and they gained a interesting guy to lead them now. So we'll see what happens with them on Collision. Number 2, we have Drew McIntyre, who was one of your Royal Rumble winners and your only Royal Rumble winner in 2022, Royal Rumble winner in season 6 of CTP, former world champion, former NXT champion, is now on Collision, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how Drew McIntyre will fare, especially being a top 3 pick. Number 3, we have the Bloodline, which consists of the Tribal Chief, or as Paul Heyman says, my Tribal Chief. I have to get it right. Roman Reigns, the
Well, I guess
Usos.
it'll be Rikishi because I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns going in CTP at all. As of right now, anyway, I haven't heard anything. But I mean, I know you'll be hearing. I haven't heard anything. So maybe you have some different sources than I do.
I don't know. Apparently, Paul Heyman's a big fan of him, and that's what Paul Heyman told me before this aired live. But but he said that he's looking at them. But let me not get attacked by Rikishi, because Rikishi is very ruthless when it comes to his family. Rikishi is the manager of the Bloodline, not Paul Heyman. Rikishi is the manager. The Usos are in Bloodline. Solo Sokola, all as well as or make out the Bloodline here on Collision. And you guys seen the end of the WWE? Oh God, sorry, I am messing up. You guys seen the end of the CTP draft? Bear with me. uh, when Roman Reigns speared poor Biggie out of his boots and stared down Hangman Adam Page, signaling that he wants that World Heavyweight Championship on Collision. Will he get it? We'll find out in moments time. But let's continue on with the with the Collision roster. I am sorry. Here, as I hold on. My notes are messing up here. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened, but we're back. Number 4 is Ilya Dragunov. You guys seen that on the CTP draft as well. Yes, it will not be a CTP live stream without me messing up names. I apologize, y'all. Number 5 is Keith Lee. Number 6 was Team Olympia. This is Kurt Angle's group here, um, who consists of Kurt Angle and American Alpha. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable make up Team Olympia. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do on Collision. Number 7 is Cody Rhodes. Adrenaline is in his soul. One of the men that was in the last ever main event of WrestleMania Night 2 for the World Heavyweight Championship is now on AEW Collision. Number 8, Rey Mysterio is on AEW Collision. What a pickup, man. Number 9, Randy Orton. Oh boy. Oh boy. Randy Orton is Collision bound. Number 10 is Logan Paul. What a pickup it was. He unfortunately was not successful at WrestleMania London, teaming up with The Miz. We'll see what's next for Logan Paul on Collision, as so far we have not heard The Miz name be called in this draft. Number 11 is Cesaro. It's going to be a absolutely incredible pickup, aka Claudio, whatever you guys want to call him. Number 12, the man that lost to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania London, Sheamus. Number 13 is Matt Riddle. What a pickup that is right there. Number 14 is the entirety of British Strong Style, which does not include Trent Seven as of right now. As of right now, Trent Seven is not in the British Strong Style. You guys see what happened at the draft. He did not make it to the draft. I do not know what is going on, but Trent Seven is not included in the British Strong Style from what I know and based on what was told to me. So we'll see what happens with the British Strong Style. Obviously, you guys seen that Noam Dar joined them for one night, but he is not a part of the group, as Noam Dar was taken by Ring of Honor Pro Wrestling. So British Strong Style only includes Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne as of this moment. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens with the British Strong Style. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think's going to happen with British Strong Style in the chat down below. Is Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate going to find somebody else to join? Is Trent Seven going to come back? It is, because what's going on with Trent Seven? Why is he not here? What's the big thing that is going on with him? That's the questions that I hope that we get answered in the near future here, because I am kind of getting concerned, because like what is there trouble in paradise? Like, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with the British Strong Style right now. Number 15, we have Hook. I hope I said that right. Is on AEW Collision. Number 16, Shinsuke Nakamura, at that incredible WrestleMania entrance. He is now on AEW Collision. I cannot wait to see what Shinsuke Nakamura does on Collision. Number 17 is Timothy Thatcher. Number 18 is Kenta, after that incredible draft performance that was. I cannot wait to see what's next for Kenta as well. And look at this, man. Kenta is on the same brand as Hangman Adam Page. Maybe we get a part 2 after that incredible draft main event, or what we thought was the main event before Big E came out. Maybe we can get a part 2 on AEW Collision. We'll only have to wait and see if that happens. Number 19, Rob Van Dam is on Collision. Number 20, Braun Strowman. 21 is Tama Tonga by himself. No, he does not have a party. He was drafted all alone, man. Wow. So that is going to be a very, very interesting pickup, to say the least. Number 22 was Legado. I believe Legado del Fantasma. I don't know what happened with the names in my notes, but confirm me. It is expert. It was Legado del Fantasma that Collision
That
got you,
is,
right?
yes, that is correct. So Santos Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wild. Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, all of them were picked up by
And Zelina
AEW,
Vega. Sorry about
and
that. Yeah.
Selena Vega as well. Can't forget her. Put some respect on her name. Were picked up by AEW Collision. Dolph Ziggler is on AEW Collision as well. Luchasaurus is there as well. What a big pickup that is. Dominic Mysterio. So Dominic and
Ooh,
Rey
okay.
Mysterio are on the
Father
same
and son.
brand. Father and
Yes,
son.
from what I've heard, they're on the same page. That there is no dirty business going on here on Collision. I've heard they're still a united front from
We'll,
what I've heard, what I've been told.
we'll see what happens with that one as the weeks develop. Wardlow is on AEW Collision as well. Oh, good luck. That roster, man. They're Wardlow's a big pick. Baron Corbin is on AEW Collision as well. Corbin, um, the last time Corbin was in something huge in CTP was he got his head thwarted at Backlash, the first ever SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view last season. So we'll see how he. I've been told that Corbin is healthy. He's ready to go. Um, uh, especially with that happen, and also we seen him. I believe he was
Well,
performing
yes,
during.
Corbin he lost the U.S. Championship to Walter at
Yes.
the Super Show SmackDown before King of the Ring, and then he
Mm-hmm.
went after at the time the new recruit to SmackDown from NXT was Keith Lee. He failed to beat him at No Mercy in the pre-show, and well, it's been kind of up and down from there ever
down
since for Baron
down here
Corbin.
from
So.
there. Yeah, because Corbin started off hot, won the United States Championship, lost that to Walter, and
By
then
the
he
way,
fought
from Seth Rollins, by the way, I just want to say that.
from Seth Rollins. He beat Seth Rollins on that Backlash show, and then he lost to Walter, who held the championship until WrestleMania in London when Keith Lee defeated him. Fun fact: and Keith Lee defeated Baron Corbin, which is crazy, before he got to Walter. Number 29, we have Minoru Suzuki. I hope I
Oh
said that right.
no! Oh Cole, that's the king. You can't do that to him. You can't do that to the king. Jeez,
Ah,
it's Minoru Suzuki. Come on, Cole.
that's
Oh,
what I
come on,
said,
man.
Suzuki.
Yeah, but his first name was something else entirely. The king. I'm sure he will see you for this on Collision on Saturday backstage. I'm sure he
Yeah,
will.
I'm gonna run when I do collision commentary. I don't want to get smacked.
Oh, I don't blame you. I don't
Anyway,
blame you.
next pickup is The Miz. Oh God. Oh God. So there you go. The Miz and Logan Paul are on the same brand. Shockingly. So we'll see what happens with that. Or will they still be a tag team after what happened at WrestleMania in London? Only time will tell. Chris Hero is on AEW Collision. Wow.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
So we got that not Thatcher, Hero and Baszler of the Dangerous Alliance on Collision. We have Bronson Reed and the Creed brothers of Dangerous Alliance on Ring of Honor. So what's Paul Heyman gonna do?
That is a good question. I don't know if Paul Heyman will be managing both shows or will he be contractually obligated to do one. Well, only time will tell. Sammy Guevara was the next pickup after that one. A Kid, a Dash Kid was the next pickup.
Yeah. Well,
After,
so formerly known as Axiom, of course.
yes. Gallus, I believe that's how you say it.
Close
Gallus,
enough.
Gallus, yeah.
Gallus. Yeah.
Gallus. Y'all know. You listen. Y'all know I'm bad with names. Okay, I'm learning. That's why he's here. Okay, he calls the complicated names out for us. Brandon Collins is our next pickup. Right after that, that is a call. Eddie Kingston. Right after that, so Eddie Kingston, his after he beat up Gallows Anderson, he's now drafted to AEW Collision. I'm sure Gallows Anderson are breathing a sigh of relief that they do not have to deal with Eddie Kingston on Wednesday nights. I wish that he went to Dynamite so he could just beat the living hell out of those two again. But I'm gonna keep my emotions to the side for now. Number 37 is LIJ. We have Otis after that. All alone. No Tucker. No heavy machinery. Otis alone is picked up by AEW Collision. So that's a very, very interesting one. I will say that. Zack Ryder, or however you want to call him. He whatever you want to call him.
Oh,
He's
the Death Match King, Matt
yes.
Cardona.
Matt Cardona is on
Well,
AEW
actually,
Collision.
Johnny Gargano is one half of the tag team champions on Dynamite with Tommaso Ciampa as JIY. So
Yes, so you will see Johnny Gargano exclusively on Wednesday nights on AEW Dynamite.
yes,
Mike
they
Kanellis,
beat the Young Bucks for the belts at WrestleMania night too. So there
it
you
was
go.
great, greatest moment of all time.
Horrible night by the way.
Yeah, no, it was amazingly. Mike Kanellis was our next pickup. The Hurricane. That's gonna be an interesting one on Collision.
There's no way that man can still walk. This gotta be a different guy, right? This can't
No,
be
no, no,
the
no, no, no,
Hurricane.
no. That's the Hurricane.
What?
He
The
has
Hurricane?
signed a
Oh
contract to
my
Collision.
god.
I cannot believe it. Hey, look, Taz might know something we don't know. Okay, I don't know. um, Drew Gulak for a better Collision, hopefully. Um, is on AEW Collision. Jordan Delvin. I'm sorry, Jordan
Jordan
Devlin.
Devlin? Yeah.
Devlin. I'm sorry.
Also known as JD McDonough, also known as Blockhead, also
Blockhead,
as Funko Pop, whatever you want to
whatever
call
you
him.
guys want to call him. Dustin Rhodes. So the Cody Rhodes' brother. So for the first time in 4 years. Yeah, 4 years in CTP, 4 seasons. Cody and Dustin are on the same brand again. So we're gonna see how that goes along. Will he team up with his brother? Only time will tell. Mark Andrews. I have not heard that name in a long, long time. But Mark Andrews is on AEW Collision. You guys remember when Mark Andrews was the hottest thing in NXT? Uh, pure
For
silence
3 weeks.
for 3 weeks. But hey, things happen. All right, he's back. Hopefully, he has a better season this year. Flash Webster is on AEW Collision.
I
Expert, can
mean,
you
hey,
explain to the fans who that
well, Flash
is?
Morgan Webster, yeah, very good friend of Mark Andrews. I'm hearing they're actually going to be a tag team on Collision as Subculture, one of the best tag teams on the Indies before Mark Andrews came to WWE. Now it looks like they're together now in AEW on Collision.
Wow, so that's gonna be a very, 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 very interesting tag team right there. Number 48 was Damon Kemp. I believe that's how you say his name.
Yeah, that's correct. Damon Kemp.
Okay,
Very young, very massive. I guess you could say guy. He's gonna be probably a big threat to some of those bigger dudes on Collision like McIntyre and Wardlow, maybe even Roman Reigns. Honestly,
I would not be surprised.
Keith Lee. I
Number
mean, that's a showdown.
that will be a showdown. I can't wait for that. We got Elias as one of the last picks for Collision, and finally Machine Gun Kelly.
There's no way. There's no. Okay, now this is not the actual Machine Gun Kelly, right? This isn't like the Hurricane earlier.
No, no,
This
no, no,
isn't
no,
like
no, no.
actual.
This is the singer. Machine Gun Kelly
No,
is signed to
has he wrestled a
AEW
match?
Collision. Machine Gun Kelly has not ever wrestled a CTP match in his career. Um,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
the
Yes, good night,
fan.
JJ. By the way, and yeah, the chat are revolting against this final pick for Collision. Oh my goodness.
Machine Gun Kelly is AEW Collision bound. Now, I mean, hey, Tony D'Angelo, whatever his damn name was,
Tony
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, he's gone.
Look, he was the last pick for
He's the
Dynamite. What
Don
kind of
of
pick is that?
Dynamite. Leave him alone. He's the Don of Dynamite.
Look, maybe your boy, Machine Gun Kelly might could play us some good. You know, Might could play us
Play
some
is good
good
what?
for Collision. So, and that rounds out the men's rosters for AEW Collision. Now on to the women's. As you guys see, our first 4 picks for the women's roster, we have Io Sky, Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley, and Asuka, who were all either had prominent roles in season 7 or had prominent roles during WrestleMania weekend. Asuka getting that massive win, Shayna Baszler losing
Well,
in
actually,
a
she
classic.
lost. Thank you to Becky Lynch, the big time Bex for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Which is why
I
Becky's on
try
our right now as Women's Champion, and Asuka's on Collision.
I try to forget that fact. Okay, I mean she had a great
It was
entrance.
wonderful. She tied down the middle of the ring. It was great.
Yeah, it was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Um, anyway, those women had successes and failures in the eyes of expert at WrestleMania, London, and beyond. Number 5 is Raquel Rodriguez, aka Raquel Gonzalez. I believe, right?
That
If
is
my name's
correct. Yep.
and my name's right. All right. She's on Collision. Good luck to that roster. Number 6 is has Tanya Valkyrie, Zaya
Oh,
Lee.
we're doing so well. Taya Valkyrie, Cole. Come on.
Yeah, Tanya.
It's not
It's
Tanya. It's Taya.
it's almost the same thing. All right, Taya Valkyrie. All
Oh
right,
my God.
there we go. Zaya Lee is our next pick. Mia Yim. This one's gonna be interesting. You got to explain to the fans who this one's gonna be. Tay J. I said it right. Tay J.
Oh, Tai Jai. Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ty Conti and Anna Jay. That's
Yes.
I guess the first women's tag team. I think got the whole draft to be picked.
Exactly. That's a huge pickup. Our next pick is Mikayo
Oh
Sato.
no! Come on. We're doing it. We're so close. We're right there. One of the, by the way, one of the best, one of the most legendary Joshi wrestlers of all time. You know what Joshi means? It means Japanese female wrestlers. Mako Satomura, Cole.
Oh, okay. Mako. Okay. Once somebody say it for me, I'll get it for the rest of the season. I'm not, but hopefully. Natalia
Oh
is
no.
our next pickup. Piper Niven, Lacey Evans, Dana Brooke. Oh, wow. That's an interesting one. I'm trying, okay. Next up is Tatum Paxley. I got it right.
That's correct. That's correct. Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct. Tatum
Yeah.
Paxley.
And then we got Zoe Stark, Tiffany Stratton, and Rio. Or Rio. However I
Riho.
want to
Yeah, there you go.
Rio.
You got it a second time. Well,
Rio. Rio.
okay, I gotta admit, some of those women's picks towards the end there were really good pickups, really young, talented stars like Zoe Stark, Riho, Tiffany Stratton. Those are some. I'm sure by the end of the season, those are going to be some names you will not forget on Collision.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait to see what Collision does with that women's division. Oh boy, that women's champion. Good luck.
Yeah,
Um,
AJ Lee, the TBS champion.
yeah, she's gonna be into for the fight of her life. Next up for tag teams, before we get into promotion for the first week of shows for AEW Dynamite, Rampage, and Ring of Honor, and get into our power rankings as of before the episode one's premieres. We got the Street Profits, obviously tag team champions. FTR, War Raiders are your top three. Number 4, we have Butcher and the Blade. The Authors of Pain are back and are ready for war. It's gonna be great. War Raiders and Authors of Pain are on the same brand again. Good luck to that tag team division. Grizzled Young Veterans are your the next pickup. Varsity Blondes. Wow, I absolutely like that pick. It's gonna be very interesting to see what they do. Pretty Deadly is the next pickup. Moss. Wait, is it Moss and Taiho?
Yeah, it's Riddick Moss and Tito Sapatelli. There you go.
Tio Sapatelli. Okay.
Yeah,
And then our
Tito.
final
Yeah,
pick is
Tino. Sorry, jeez.
Ineos. Wait,
Indus
Indius
Share. There you go.
Share.
Indus Share.
Indus Share is the last tag team pickup. And that is the entirety of the Collision rosters, excluding the free agency period, which we will explain at the end of the stream. And that's it, folks. That's the rosters. That's it, y'all.
So
Let me know.
yeah, if you've been here the entire stream, the last hour and a half, by the way, I think that's a new record for us. Hour and a half explaining all three rosters from beginning to end. That's gotta be a feat.
One thing, by the way.
Oh. Well, I was gonna ask the people who are still here. After hearing all three rosters from top to bottom, who do you think has the best overall roster? Dynamite, Collision, or Ring of Honor? Who did better? Who did better after
Let
the
me
shows?
know.
Chris Jericho, Taz, or Rockstar Spud, Drake Maverick?
Yes, let me know who you guys' favorite roster is. Who's the best champion in the series right now, in your opinion?
I mean, yeah,
Who do you guys
Dynamite.
think will be? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right, yeah. Well, Dynamite, we have the world champion, Finn Balor, the women's world champion Charlotte Flair, the CTP champion Darren Tarleton, the tag team champions DIY, and the trios champions the OC. And then for Collision, we have the world heavyweight champion Hangman Adam Page. From what I'm hearing, the TNT champion Keith Lee, the TBS champion AJ Lee, the All Atlantic champion Ilya Dragunov, and the tag team champions the Street Profits. So again, big champions for both Dynamite and Collision. And then for ROH, we only have two champions: the world heavyweight champion Tyler Black, and the women's world champion is Becky Lynch.
Yep. So we'll see how everything pans out with those things. And just to get you guys hyped, we are going to be doing something that we typically wait a long time to do, is that is promote things early. We're going to be showing you guys the entirety of AEW Dynamite, AEW Collision, outside of a few surprises, and Ring of Honor. What to expect on these shows outside of obviously the surprises. You always expect surprises. Always expect unexpected moments, of course, because you know that's what make wrestling great. But here's a good preview of what you can see on these brands coming up. We're not going to waste any time. Expert, let's get it going. You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it. We're starting off with the official AEW Dynamite roster. Not Dynamite roster. We did that. The AEW Dynamite match card for the first ever Dynamite, the premiere of Dynamite. And well, here we go, Cole. We have got, starting off Dynamite, after he made the challenge on the draft show, CM Punk his challenge has been answered by absolute Ricky Starks. Punk versus Starks Dynamite this Wednesday. That's a huge match.
Indeed it is. We will see how CM Punk fares in his first matchup since his embarrassing loss to Hook. He said he's humbled, and he said that he's ready to go to show the world that he can still out wrestle anybody. Will he be able to? We'll find out on Dynamite. For the CTP Championship, we have the reigning defending CTP champion, Darren Tarleton, taking on Will Ospreay. Oh my God. That's what I told you about the CTP Championship being elevated, expert.
Oh yeah, for some dream match, Tarleton versus Ospreay, first time ever. Ospreay's first first championship match in general in CTP history. Could he win the championship in his very first go around?
Indeed, including that CTP championship. This will be reign defense number 6 for Darren Tarleton. We will hear from our brand new AEW champion Finn Balor. Day 200, I believe, in 92, if my math is correct, will be whenever we will hear from Balor this Wednesday night on Dynamite. What would he have to say?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Finn Balor, as well as the rest of the Elite, will be there on Dynamite the premiere Dynamite. I'm sure the Elite are gonna bring out all the balloons and cake for the world champion. I can't wait.
Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this one, but we'll see what happens. Then we have a AEW World Tag Team Championship #1 contenders tournament match. The Lucha Bros will take on Kevin Steen and Roderick Strong of the last little bit of the Undisputed Era.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a big one. The winners of the tournament will take on Dan White for the Tag Team Championship, the first AEW pay-per-view for Dynamite at the end of the month. Two of the best teams in the world going at it. Lucha Bros, Steen and Strong, first time ever on Dynamite this Wednesday.
I cannot wait to see how this one's gonna go.
And that's gonna be great!
Charlotte Flair will have her championship celebration. She is celebrating successfully cashing her Money in the Bank briefcase at WrestleMania in London, and also successfully defending her championship at the CTP draft this Wednesday night.
I can't wait. It's going to be a great night. I'll probably be there in the ring myself to celebrate with Charlotte Flair. It's going to be a wonderful occasion.
You have a job to do. Can you please just do your damn job, please?
I'll think about it. We'll see when we get there.
Anyway, then the big one, a AEW World Championship #1 contendership match. Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Malachi Black. The winner of this match will become the #1 contender for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
Who will face Finn Balor first for the World Championship? All three men, first time ever challengers, Moxley, Danielson, Black, who will win the three-way match in the main event of first Dynamite and go on to face Finn Balor for World Championship at a later date.
Oh my God, I can't wait for that. It's going to be absolutely incredible. That is the so far the announced matches for the AEW Dynamite, the series premiere of Dynamite. What a stacked show that we have coming for you all. And man, oh man, Finn Balor, those are three heavy challenges for your first championship. But we'll see how the celebration goes. I hope somebody crashed the party for both Balor and Charlotte. But we'll see
Oh
what
God, why
happens.
you be such party people all the time? Come on, just let them live. Jeez, why are we such a hater?
I I I I am not a hater. I'm just, the actions, okay? Let me tell you something. They are amazing wrestlers. Charlotte Flair is awesome inside that ring. Finn Balor, I mean, it's Finn Balor. We know how great he is, but it's the actions and how they carry themselves. I don't like that. That's what irritates me about them. That's why. And Finn Balor honestly does not deserve to be the champion right now. It should be Karrion Cross. But I'm not gonna say anything. It's okay. Hopefully, Brian Danielson, Moxley, um, and whoever else wins. I hope. Okay, somebody from that triple threat. I hope they beat Finn Balor just to end this
Well, I
reign
mean,
of
the
terror.
history between Moxley and the Elite has been going on since Moxley came back. Literally, then he came back. He attacked Finn Balor, laid him out in the middle of the ring, like the Raw after SummerSlam. But he's not got the one match with Finn Balor yet. He had a fatal five-way against him Unforgiven, that involved Apollo Cruz and Adam Cole. And well, I mean, hey, but I mean, he beat the Towers at WrestleMania in the Chaos Rings match. I'll give him that. I'll give him his props. But I think it was 1-on-1 against Finn Balor. He had no chance in hell of walking out of there to the AEW World Championship. But that's just my opinion.
Indeed. Let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite matchup from the first episode of AEW Dynamite? Sound off in the chat down below and also in the comment section if you're watching this post live stream. But now let's not waste any more time. Let's get into Thursday night's action. Ring of Honor. What to expect from Ring of Honor Pro Wrestling in their first episode of Ring of Honor and CTP. Ring of Honor is going to be absolutely incredible this week. And one of our matches will be the Blackheart Leo Rush taking on John Morrison. And I am being told that this match will have future championship aspirations on the line. I'm ready for this one, man.
Oh, yeah, this will be real good. Two high flyers going at it at ROH TV. The series premiere of ROH is going to be real good. Rush versus Morrison. And so you'll come out on top on that one.
Indeed. And then we have a tag team match between Proud and Powerful and the Lucha House Party. This is a part of the ROH TV Tag Team Championship Tournament.
Okay, interesting. Both teams that have the best season 7 on Raw, and turn things around in ROH in this new season, new era, maybe new Proud and Powerful, new Lucha House Party. We'll have to wait and see.
Indeed. The question is, how will everything come to pass? And moments after losing at WrestleMania London, Apollo Crews will be taking on another loser in PJ Black as they look to rebound in the first episode of Ring of Honor. This also has pure championship aspirations as the winner of this match will be in contention for that coveted ROH Pure Championship.
First of all, PJ Black won a takeover London. Thank you. Beat Kenny King. Put your bias aside for once. And secondly, Apollo Crews might forward with this chump. Just wait and see.
And then we have a number one contendership match for the ROH Women's Championship when Jade Cargill will take on Trinity.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. Trinity and Jade Cargill, first time ever one-on-one winner facing Becky Lynch for the Women's Championship. I'm sure Becky Lynch will happy to be welcome either one of these two into the big time.
Oh God, I hope whoever wins this match shuts up that fool Becky Lynch for good on ROH. Let's hope. And then this is your main event for RH TV for the vacant RH TV Championship. Chris Bay will face Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, the man who does not miss, Carmelo Hayes versus the finesser Chris Bay for the TV Championship in the main event of the first episode of ROH. This is must see. This is can't miss.
Yes, indeed. I cannot wait for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. You guys do not want to miss RH, something for everybody. And then your world champion Tyler Black, as announced on the CTP draft, will be hosting a championship celebration.
Everybody had to bow down to their messiah for the greater good. Tyler Black, the Irish World Heavyweight Champion, is on the show this Thursday night, and he'll be sure to give us a wonderful celebration.
Oh God, I'm not looking forward to this one, but we'll see what's on the mind of our world champion. And those are your matches that are announced so
Well, how are
far.
you gonna now? How are you gonna show down Malik? Come on. We just revealed the card for Dynamite and ROH. You show up now. I see how it is.
Dang, Malik, you just missed half of the doggone stream, huh? Anyway, um, let me see. Those are just some of the announced matches that you'll be seeing on ROH. There will be some more that will be announced in the coming days, or you will see live when the show premieres live on YouTube. Finally, now let's get into what you guys will be seeing Saturday night on the first episode of AEW Collision. This show is gonna be good. First up, we got Cody Rhodes taking on A-Kid in one-on-one action. Good.
Hold up, folks. Hold up. We have technical difficulties. Here's a Cold Train stream. You know how it is. Real quick. Just ignore that. We're editing it out afterwards. You can't see anything. You see absolutely nothing. All right. There we go. Now. All right, Cole, take it away.
Cody Rhodes will be facing A-Kid in one-on-one action. Cody Rhodes looks to rebound from his WrestleMania Night 2 loss in the main event. He didn't finish the story.
Yeah, and he had the first story on Collision either with Hangman Page as champion, and also the best lurking around like Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre, etc. But at least he has A-Kid to deal with in Collision.
Let's hope Cody can rebound and finally get a victory under his belt, because I heard that he's not in the best of moods right now.
I hope
And
not.
then we have Hook, the man that shocked the world and defeated CM Punk in less than 30 seconds at WrestleMania London Night 1. He'll be taking on former United States champion Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin is going to end this facade of Hook on Collision once and for all. End of days 1, 2, 3. Corbin in the win column. Just wait and see.
Oh man, y'all said the same thing about CM Punk at WrestleMania London. Never count out Hook, man. Hook is going to be here to fight. Then we have the Varsity Blondes taking on War Machine, aka the War Raiders, in tag team action. I can't wait for this.
War Machine, Hanson, and Rowe not very happy being put up a doomsday in the draft. Leo Rush and Connor and Victor, I'm sure they'll be taking out their aggression on the Varsity Blondes on Collision.
Absolutely, and it's going to be very interesting to see how this Collision tag team division comes together. Who you guys got winning this match? Then for the TNT Championship, we have a title match on Collision this Saturday. It is the TNT champion Keith Lee taking on Matt Riddle.
Oh, two of the best right now going in the world. Keith Lee, Matt Riddle. Keith Lee first championship defense at all. But will his reign be spoiled by the original bro and Matt Riddle?
Matt Riddle promises that season 8 will be his year, and it can start off being his year if he can pull off the big upset over Keith Lee.
And well, actually, Cole, I am hearing from sources that we'll also be getting appearances from the World Heavyweight Champion Hangman Adam Page and the TBS Champion AJ Lee Collision as well.
Exactly. We will see if those sources will information is correct, but I am being told Hangman Adam Page he's vowing that he will be there on the first episode of Collision. He even said that backstage to me before this stream went on the air. Those are your announced matches for AEW Collision, Dynamite, and Ring of Honor. Let me know, which show are you most excited for going into season 8? I am curious to hear all of your feedback. Before we go, we're going to take questions for a few minutes, and then we're going to bid you guys farewell for this CTP draft show. Any
Yes,
questions?
and just remember, we send a super chat, guaranteed your question will be answered. Guaranteed.
Yes. Any super chats, those are priority number ones. Those questions will be answered. Any questions about how the championship system will work, let me know right here, right now. We're going to take these questions for a few minutes, and then we're going to do these power rankings and then we're gonna bid you guys farewell for tonight.
I gotta admit though, after seeing all three of those rosters, or all three of those rosters and all three shows, the first shows, I gotta admit, I don't know, Dynamite Collision are maybe a little neck and neck right now. I gotta admit.
Oh, I absolutely. I mean, Dynamite and Collision came in out swinging. Obviously, you see ROH taking that slow burn role here. If you can say, for the three brands, taking their sweet time to build up to the greatness, as you can see with vacant championships and pulling off a championship match in their main event of the first show. So we'll see how Rockstar Spud and company continue to build and mold Coltrane Productions, ROH. So we're gonna give you guys about a minute or two to ask any questions you guys ask. Again, if you super chat, your question is guaranteed to be answered. But if you guys don't have any questions, we're gonna get to these power rankings and bid you guys farewell. Mhm. What a day! It was an incredible day, huh, expert? You loved it. It was awesome, awesome day.
Oh yeah, it was a great night. The Elite, the OC, whatever you gonna call them, won the Trios Championships, first ever Trios Champions, taking up the Dynamite with the rest of the Elite. It's wonderful, wonderful night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You say that now, but I know that you were very, very upset that your day wasn't going well, at WrestleMania in London, because you were crying in the booth half the night, and it was great.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that, all right? That was on Sunday. It's a Monday. It's a Monday night. I'm about to go on Tuesday morning now over here in Toronto. We're gonna talk about that, all right? Water under the bridge.
What you sure it was? You sure it was water under the bridge, sir? Because I still see a little bit of tears coming from your face a little bit, bro.
Oh, come on. The Bucks and it's Styles and Gallows and Anderson, they made up for it. They're night one of WrestleMania. The Bucks, Tony Schiavone make up for night two. I'm sure they'll do that though on Dynamite. I'm sure everything will be just fine within the Elite. I'm telling you, the Elite is peachy.
Are we sure?
I am positive. Totally
You're
100% positive.
100% positive that the Elite will be peachy.
Oh yeah, watch. Just watch when it comes around. It's gonna be perfectly fine. Just watch.
Do you hear what you said? You said peachy of all things.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. What you want to say peachy?
I I just can't believe that came out of your mouth, bro.
Oh come on. You know what? Anyway, you know what? I've had enough of you tonight. Okay, I've had to deal with you on commentary. I've had to deal with you now here on this post show. We're moving on to the Dynamite Power Rankings. Okay, we have the top
All right,
five
let's
for the men's championships, the women's championships, and tag team championships.
let's show
You
our
ready?
power ranking. Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Dynamite Power Rankings. Look at this. What a graphic. Look at these Power Rankings, Cole. The top five for the men's. My God.
My goodness, our top five, we got John Moxley, Malachi Black, Samoa Joe, Brian Danielson, and Will Ospreay for the men's side. I can't wait to see who's
Of
gonna be
course,
number
as
one
you see,
contenders.
that pertains to Finn Balor and Darren Tarleton, as well as the CTP champion and the AW World champion. We see Moxley, Malachi, and Danielson in the main event of the first Dynamite. Ospreay challenging Tarleton for the CTP championship. Samoa Joe, so far, nothing from him, which is very interesting.
Very, very interesting. For the women's championship so far, obviously our women's world champion is the inevitable. I will be wrong if I get her name wrong.
Wonderful. The
Charlotte
Queen.
Flair. We have our challengers and King Kota, Saraya, Tony Storm, Candice LeRae, and Hikaru Shita.
Okay,
Breaking down
we
our
got
top
there in
five.
the end. We got there in the end. Yeah,
Yes.
Dakota Kai, King Coda, of course, number one because of her win over Shayna Baszler, tapping her out at WrestleMania London in the street fight. Saraya, number two, of course, lost the championship to Charlotte at WrestleMania Night 2. Tony Storm lost the championship to Saraya before she lost it to Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Candice LeRae, the former NXT Women's Champion, lost it to AJ Lee at TakeOver London. And Sheeta, well, actually the only woman to pin Charlotte Flair one-on-one on Raw before, well, season 8 came around. So very interesting to see there.
Exactly, and I can't wait to see her do it again on Dynamite. It's gonna be great. And finally, for our tag team division, number one is the former Raw Tag Team Champions, an incredible 200 plus day reign of the Young Bucks. Number two, Lucha Bros, Private Party, The Acclaimed, and Gallows and Anderson, ranking out your top five for tag teams.
Oh yeah, two very young tag teams and the Private Party and the Acclaimed Young Bucks, of course. Of course, why would they be number one? And Lucha Bros number two, and number five, Gallows and Anderson currently not going after tag team gold from to my knowledge because of course them being World Trios champions with AJ Styles. Well, you see, no, not the top five are Kevin Steen and Roderick Strong, but that's because Dynamite will actually be their first match as a tag team together. So this will be interesting to see how that goes.
Indeed, and if they can possibly get a win over the Lucha Bros, they can potentially knock them out of the top five. Now let's move on to Ring of Honor's power rankings. Now let's go on to the Ring of Honor power rankings. Obviously, you see our men's championship. Our world champion is currently Tyler Black, with our peer championship being vacant as of right now. I'm being told by Rockstar Spud the peer championship will be crowned at, and the world tag team championships will be crowned at our first pay per view for RH, which will be announced at a later date. Number one, we have Walter, who unfortunately had that loss to Keith Lee at WrestleMania London, but it's not affecting him in these power rankings. He's number one. PJ Black at number two, who successfully defeated Kenny King. Apollo Crews, who lost at WrestleMania as well. Bronson Reed and Ricochet to round out our top five for the men's championships.
A very interesting top five. PJ Black just barely underneath Walter. I believe because Walter only took one loss all season in season 7. But PJ
Yes.
Black, even though he got a big win takeover at Kenny King, Walter is still just barely over the top of him. And I mean, Ricochet, of course, in the top five because he won a tag team match with Ospreay against Logan Paul and The Miz. It wasn't a singles match, though, so he was not able to get higher up in the top five power rankings.
Indeed. Now let's move on to our women's championship power rankings. Obviously, our RH women's champion is Becky Lynch, or Big Time Bex
Big
in the
time.
name
There you go. There you go. In
God, in
and
the
out.
name of expert gaming. Number one is Jade Cargill. Number two, Awesome Kong. Number three, Chris Statlander. Four, Jordan Grace. And number five, Mandy Rose.
Very interesting. Mandy Rose in the top five is very unique, to say the least. Jordan Grace and Chris Statlander both having very good season 7s on Raw and NXT respectively. Statlander, though, lost the three-way match, Charlotte Flair, and the draft, so it takes her down a little bit in the pecking order. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure she would be number one in those power rankings.
Indeed. And finally, for the World Tag Team Championships, which are currently vacant right now, as I stated, there's a tournament going around which will crown our first ever ROH World Tag Team Champions. Here is our top five so far. The Rascals at number one, Proud and Powerful number two. Number three is Lucha House Party. Number four, Dark Order. And number five, Top Flight. Obviously, these five teams could definitely be in contention for that vacant Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship.
Oh yeah, what's really interesting to me is 2 and 3 are going at it on the first episode of ROH in the tournament, so that would be very interesting to check out. See Powerful maybe go up in the rankings to number one, taking out the Rascals, or maybe Lucha House Party take out Powerful from the rankings and then go up to number two. We'll have to wait and see.
Indeed, we will. The Rascals obviously being number one. They were the number one overall pick in the entire draft for Ring of Honor. Rockstar Spud put a lot of trust in those three men.
Oh yeah, well, also the Rascals, remember the last ever NXT Tag Team Champions, won the belts to take over from Garcia and Moriarty, the Dragon Dojo. So, of course, they're number one on the pecking order for the Tag Team Championships. So, I mean, very interesting though how they haven't really. I'm surprised they didn't get a guaranteed title shot, but I mean, I guess your Rascals buddy he wants all new blood in the division. So, I wanted to see where this direction takes ROH.
Indeed, we will see what's next for RH on their first show. It's going to be a absolute can't miss event. Now, finally, gentlemen, let's take it over to the AEW Collision Power Rankings. Let's go on to our men's champions. Obviously, our AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page and TNT Champion Keith Lee are at the top of the pack order as our two champions. Our contenders go as follows. Number one is Roman Reigns, who retired The Undertaker at WrestleMania London. Number two, Cesaro. Hook. Number three, who beat CM Punk in less than 30 seconds at WrestleMania. Four, Cody Rhodes, who despite losing in that triple threat, he still wants to gun for that World Heavyweight Championship. And number five, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh yeah, I mean Roman Reigns. Not surprised to see number one retire the Undertaker at WrestleMania. Also, apparently immediately got to World Heavyweight Champion Hangman Page, bring Big E at the draft, at the end of the draft. And I mean, yeah, Hook. Very interesting to see him in the top five rankings already after only just one match in pro wrestling ever. That's insane. All that's ever been done before, honestly, in wrestling history. Nakamura beat Edge at WrestleMania on night one. Of course, Cody Rhodes in the main event of WrestleMania night two with Jeff Hardy and Seth Rollins. Now Tyler Black, but Cody didn't take the pin in that triple threat match. It was Jeff Hardy who did, so that's why he's in the top five still.
Yes, he was technically wasn't pinned through the triple threat rules, so maybe he can still possibly finish his story. Moving on to our women's side in the power rankings, current TBS Women's Champion AJ Lee, she won that NXT Women's Championship at NXT Takeover London. Our current contenders are number one, Asuka, number two, Mia Yim, three, Shayna Baszler, who had an incredible match at WrestleMania. Still buzzing about that match, by the way. Number four, Tay Mello. And five, Cora Jade. That ranks out our top five for the women here. Finally, for our tag teams here, we have obviously our current tag team champions, the Street Profits. Number one, the Bloodline. Of course, Roman Reigns winning at WrestleMania. Bloodline having a successful season 7 as well. FTR number two, British Strong Style number three, Legado del Fantasma number four, and Gallus rounds out the top five being number five. Very, very interesting teams to see to potentially see who will go after the Street Profits for those tag team championships. Street Profits are tough nails because they survived an entire gauntlet match and started from the beginning and beat every single team in that gauntlet. So whoever fights them are going to be in for the fight of their lives for those tag
Oh,
team championships.
100%. And also, two of the teams that actually beat in that turmoil match are in the top five already with FTR and Legado having Tasman in there. But remember, Legado was Escobar as part of the team, which he usually isn't. So you wonder if maybe that played into the factor of them losing at WrestleMania.
Exactly. So we will see how everything plays out for AEW Collision and who will be challenging all of these champions that you see on our screen. That rounds out the AEW Collision Power Rankings. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the CTP Draft Post Show. We want to thank you guys for taking out the time for watching a 2-hour draft and coming back here watching us for 2 hours to find out the rosters for AEW Dynamite Collision and Ring of Honor and some of the matches that you'll be seeing on the first episode and our current power rankings. If you guys enjoyed this post show, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel down below. The series premiere of AEW Dynamite is coming very, very soon. Season 8 is here. Season 8 is upon us, and we cannot wait to showcase what we have been working on. Really, what we have been planning, writing, scripting out for the entire year in just a few weeks time. I am so excited that we are finally here at the beginning of season number 8. Thank you all for the incredible support. Before I get off here, I want to say thank y'all for plus 40 subscribers. We've gained 40 subs since WrestleMania London premiered live. Night 1 is currently sitting at 1.1k views after 7 days, now 8 days since its premiere, and is still gaining a lot of traction. Nearly 60 likes is on that video. We've done a total of almost 2 3,000 views in one weekend for WrestleMania London night 1 and night 2. This is almost as much as what we did during SummerSlam weekend. So the power of the audience is still there. You guys are still showing up for these blockbuster shows, and I want to say thank you for that. I thank all of you for your amazing support. And so far the draft is almost nearing 200 views already with the short notice. I really, really appreciate you guys for showing up here today. Um, that's all I gotta say. Thank y'all for 1.3, 2.3. I'm sorry, 2.3K. We're almost halfway there to 3,000 subscribers. So keep up the amazing work. Keep sharing the videos. Keep leaving us feedback. We read all your feedback. They're very, very helpful. I really, really, really appreciate every single last one of you. Hope you guys enjoyed everything we've been showcased. December will be even bigger for this channel. I cannot wait. Y'all like, subs, share, be phenomenal or be forgotten. I've been your host, Coltrane. Throwing it to you, expert.
Oh, wow. Jeez, you really made me talk to these people. All right, fine. That's disrespecting me all night. You what? Listen, I'm going to say Dynamite. You can't miss it this Wednesday. ROH Thursday. Collision Saturday. CTP Season 8 about to be on top going into next year. Trust me. Just wait and see. And guess what? This Wednesday, and from then on, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever, Season 8, it's clobbering time.
Oh, you're hilarious. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. It's not just a saying, it's a way of life. See you guys for Dynamite. Like that fuse.